Is Thursday the new Friday? Well, what am I talking about? Welcome to ET Careers GenNext, where we decode the questions of careers of today and tomorrow. I'm Debleena, and today I'm talking about something which has touched a lot of different hearts and chords, the 4-day work week policy. Why am I talking about this today? Well, recently UK finished a 4-day week policy pilot. 70 plus companies participated in this pilot and the responses were very interesting. Now the employees obviously found this an interesting choice for many of them, but the employee response was very interesting. 78% of them actually said that this move was seamless and easy for them, and just 2% said that this was challenging. Now very interesting responses indeed. Not just that, not just in UK, many other countries globally are also undergoing such pilots of 4-day weeks. So the question that arises is, can we see this happening in India anytime soon? If so, what would it mean? Well, in India, just as in many parts of the world today, during the pandemic, there were a lot of changes in how people were working. People did prove that it's possible to work in a remote way, in a hybrid way. And now that people are coming back to work and back to office, there are questions being asked about work-life balance. We have seen debates around moonlighting, around quiet quitting, etc. 4-day week is also one very important aspect which is coming up for discussion and debate. Now, what are the pros and cons and what are the rules regarding this in India today? Now, if you look at the pros for the employees, of course, it means greater flexibility, ability to manage your time, work-life balance, etc. And for the employers, therefore, it could mean better retention, better ability to manage resources, etc. But on the con side, it could mean more burnout as well, and I'll tell you why shortly. And from the employer side, it could mean lack of ability to plan out the work as well. So it needs to be thought through carefully. Now, Indian government actually in the recent new labor laws, they have allowed this to be an option where companies can talk about 4-day week and offer this to employees working with them. But in that case, instead of the 8-hour standard workday, it has to be a 12-hour workday. And there is an implication on salary in the sense that the take-home salary, in-hand salary might go down a little bit, but the PF, the Provident Fund, would actually go higher. So your planning for retirement might be better, but your in-hand might go down. And that's where, some of the questions will probably arise. While yes, there is flexibility and employees might prefer that extra day might be used in so many different things which they probably wouldn't have had time for earlier. But is it okay to actually go down on take-hand salary? And is it okay to work 12 hours? For some people, it might be difficult. So while the nuances are being thought through, let's look at what has really happened in terms of companies that have really explored this. During the second wave of the pandemic, some companies actually had explored this already. They were seeing certain burnout and stress amongst their employees who were always on the laptops during the pandemic trying to serve the clients and do their work. Therefore, companies like Swiggy, some advertising agencies had explored this and it had worked successfully in many cases. We found one company, Tax Security, which has actually said that it is permanently going into a 4-day work week mode. Now, very interestingly, a 4-day work week, the question which might arise as well is, does all industries, do all industries kind of naturally align to this, or is it only possible in certain industries? Now, you might think that, people who work on more longer term kind of roles, maybe in product, maybe in content, maybe in technology, it's easier for them, right? They can do this because deliverable happening tomorrow is also possible and they can plan out the deliverables well. What about always on kind of roles, healthcare, maybe delivery, maybe, journalism? Is it possible there? Well, the obvious answer is it might be more difficult for these industries to align with the 4-day week. But then Tax Security, what they have done is that they have made the 4-day week obviously a possibility for the employee. The 4-day week is possible for the employee, but for the company, it's still a 5-day week. And they have the rotational 5th day working for some people, based on a rotation kind of system where the urgent client requirements are also met on that day. So the client does not feel the difference, but the employees do. Now, maybe with enough planning and with enough processes and systems in place, this kind of rotational working can be enabled so that even where there is consistent on-demand requirement, you could still have policies like this come into place. So as long as there is a balance between both of these, the company goal and the employee preferences and goals, I think this could be a very important discussion, and on a case-by-case basis, companies could try to figure out what this could mean for them. Well, that's it from me, Debleena, and at ET Careers GenNext today. We'll come back soon with the next edition of ET Careers GenNext. Till then, leave us your comments. Tell us if you were offered a 4-day week policy in your company, what would you think? Would you take it, not take it? Why and why not? Thank you so much.